everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about something we will all face at some point, recovering from errors. Whether it is a coding bug, a misstep in a project, or just those moment which things don't go as planned. We know how frustrating it can feel. But here is the thing, error happen. What matter most is how we recover and learn from them. In this video, I will talk about through practical steps to bounce back quickly, fix what went wrong, and when use those mistakes to grow stronger. Let's turn those movement into a breakthrough. Let's dive in. Let's move on to the Visual Studio Code. Now, as you can see that we have reached out to look our Visual Studio Code. So here you already seen that we have discussed error bound. We have discussed error handling in Next.js with the help of the error boundary. So this error boundary not only accept error as a prompt, but it also contains one of the property which we call reset. Sometimes the error can be of different types. Maybe it is a simple error, or sometimes it is a complex error. So in order to handle complex error, we have different opinion. We have different types to handle the in the error boundary. So error boundary provide one of the props which we call reset. So through this we can handle the error on the client chart. So we can, in this it will provide a button which will display here on our client chart page.tsx in the error.tsx. So here you can see that error boundary accept error. So it also accept the reset, and reset is a type of void which will return nothing. Okay. So here I can write reset. I can give it a comma. Here write reset, which is a void type, which is a void of a void. It is an anonymous function which will return void. And now in place of that, we also, if we have a inside this, we have to pass inside a paragraph the error message, so that we can keep this message in cut p tag, and we can cut p from here and we can paste it over here. And also the reset also provide us that we can easily add an button with the try again. So we can type button, and button on click it will provide another anonymous function which we record reset function, which will reset the page and try to reload that content of the page.tsx again and again. So here you can see that we can name that function as try again. Okay. It will change to try again. So let's move on to the browser and see how it looks like. So let's start a server on our side. So let me type npm, let me type npm run dev, so that it can restart the server on the browser. So here now your server is getting started, and you will see the home page. So now we move on to the product review, and I review one ID one of review. So there we will see try again button if the content is not loaded properly. So we need to, so here you can see that we can we have already seen that we have add a try again button, and we will click over here again and again, so that we can render the content which are not loaded currently, because it will showing the error loading event. So let's we click on this. So it will here you can see that we are finding the issue on the client chart. So as you can see that in order to, one of the most important thing, that in order to handle the error or to convert your page.tsx in using the client component in not a proper way, so we can handle this error on the server side. So how we can handle this error on the server side? So for this we can implement the start transition on the server side. So let's start how we can implement that thing in our Next.js application. So now here you can see that we have implemented the real reset button, but it is not working in a proper way. So for this we can use a server side recovery thing. In this we can use the start transition method of React.js and the use router of the Next.js application. So let's start how we can implement this. For this we can import two things, one for the React, one for the router. So let's start implementing. To enter this we can import use router, the next router, and after that we can also import the start transition method, start transition from React. So here you can see we have different to inside this we can create a new function. So outside the return statement, so we can go from here, we can type it over here. So we can build a new function with the name constant reload variable with the lead. It is an anonymous function, And inside this, we can perform two operations. We can type it start transition. Start transition. In start transition, it is a function. Okay, and inside this, we can use two things. First is the refresh the current router. We can refresh the current router dot refresh. We can use to refresh the current router page. So router. So for router, we have to use the variable over here. So we type it as constant router is equal to use router. As you all know that it is a hook provided by the React Next router. So inside that we have router dot refresh. We have router dot refresh. It is a function. Well, after that, router use router. We have use a router function over here. Is the rule router for the next from the router dot refresh, and after that we have reset method over here, which will be called when the person click a reset button. Reset will be called. So one more thing is that it will give you the error. So we need to check what is the things will be use router from a. We don't want actually this is not being bought from the navigation. Navigation. Hold on. Next navigation. We have to import the correct router. We import use router for the navigation. So here this is the thing this refresh because it contain the refresh method. So here it is refresh the current router and we can reset that particular function. We reset the state variable if any. If resets it resets the states and it refresh the current route. Okay. So this function and this reload function will be called by the on click method. So we want to replace the reset with the help of reload. Now when we click on over here that it will reload function will be called and start transition wrap all this thing and inside that we have router dot refresh will refresh the current URL and in which the re-render will be performed if any or prefetching data will be performed or the component re-render will be done and after that if there is some state variable it will be also reset from here. So let's move on to the browser and try to things working here. So now here you can see that we have present. So we need to reload again and again so that we can get a try again button over here. So let's try it. Until which we will value not okay. We got it here. So you can see when you its value not get in not 1 is equal to 1, then it will show the error. So when we again type try again, it will see waiting for it and free fetch again until unless the value will be not equal to 1. So we need to here you can see that it will be recovered from that. Now here you can see the content of page or TC entire the review ID will be loaded or because it contains two methods that was the router dot refresh and the reset. If they have some variable, it will be reset automatically. So this is how you can use the restart transition method and use router method to the server side recovery of this. So I hope you can easily understand how things are working in Next.js application. If you like, and that's where we have covered some key strategies to help you recover from errors. So whether it is staying calm under the pressure, breaking the problem into smaller steps, or learning valuable lessons to avoid repeating the same mistakes. Remember, errors aren't failure; they are opportunity to grow. The next time something goes wrong, it will be because that's just how life works. Don't panic, take a deep breath and trust the process and remind yourself. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical tips like this. And hey, drop a comment below. I will love to hear about how you can handle error and in Next.js application. Let's learn from each other. Thank you.